Real quick. So the Discovery Hidden Pals posted a new Super Nintendo game ROM has been found based upon, remember those VHS horror nightmare
Nightmare.
games. It was a board game with the VHS tape. The creepy guy spoke to you. You can find all the clips on
we can talk about it. So
YouTube.
And it was discovered in a bin full of EPROMs. And they testing them out. They found this. So it had been mentioned in magazines, but it had never been shown. It was developed by Beam Software, so I don't know that we're really missing
our
anything.
buddies at Beam Software. Let's bring up the NES games they've done. Sorry, go on.
They did Radical Rex, Shadowrun, and Tom and Jerry Frantic Antics. Now, Shadowrun is decent, but still, Beam Software has done plenty of not so great stuff, especially on the Nintendo. Anyway,
so these are meant for meant for magazines based in Europe to preview, which is sometimes how these are found. They send them out to magazines and they never come back.
Yeah.
And then the original company, who owns the right to the Beam Software library? Maybe I should buy it for a nickel. What it's worth.
It says that it basically turns into an action platformer. And the gatekeeper will appear, throughout the game, who will attempt to thwart your progress, and you're trying to avoid the gatekeeper's unfair rules. So it sounds like it might be the case is perhaps the main bad guy would show up every once in a while, and I don't know, maybe modify something in the game.
So the problem, I guess, this is just a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
The crossover between, I guess, there was that 6-7 year period, late 80s or the early mid 90s, where we had the VHS interactive board games. We weren't rich enough to have those.
I never had one. I played one at a friend's house.
I think I bought the wrestling one at the swap meet because I saw it one time and it was like, woo, the WWF one I meant. But it's a weird property to do, to try to create an action platformer out of it. The ROM is out there, I believe. So you can play it.
You can get it.
And you can see this is how it is. But obviously this is fairly breaking. But you want me to go over Beam Software's NES collection of games?
Yeah.
Airwolf. Aussie Rules Footy. Got 3 stars from Jim. So maybe that's a decent one. Back to the Future. Sorry, Rue. Back to the Future 2 and 3. Even worse.
Even sorrier.
Bad Street Brawler. Oof.
Nope.
Bigfoot. No. Bo Jackson Baseball. I thought that was decent, but it's not great. Dash Galaxy and the Alien Asylum.
Game's awful.
Days of Thunder. Whoa.
Yeah.
Family Feud. It's okay. It's kind of hard to screw up a Family Feud game. Fisher Price. I Can Remember. Fisher Price. Perfect Fit. Oof. George Foreman's KO Boxing. I think you reviewed that one. Hunt for Red October. International Cricket. Got pretty good reviews. So they're good with the international games here. What else we got here? That was published by Laserbeam. Mickey's Adventure in Numberland and Mickey's Safari in Letterland. Nightshade. That's decent. That's kitschy.
It's decent.
Power Punch 2. Ooh.
Nope.
Punisher, I think, is better than average. And Star Wars, which has issues. So we're talking about a shaky developer that did this.
Yeah.
Very shaky. So I'm glad that this got out there. It got preserved. Again, it's great that we're now still discovering. We say this now every month almost, that we're discovering these games that people we either knew it existed or didn't know it existed, like the wrestling game, the UCW NES wrestling game.
Yeah, it's been
a month ago.
It's been a pretty interestingly green season for prototypes.
And with that said, we have another story about game prototypes that are unknown and or undumped here.